Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to the Song of Serenity, my ship I have the pleasure of broadcasting from today here in the Helldivers universe. I'm sporting some of the new gear that you can find in the Democratic Detonation bundle. And I'm going to talk a lot about this bundle in today's video, while also bringing you guys on a mission that I think really highlights what the devs are doing insanely well here in Helldivers. But first, I can't really bring this armor for what I have in mind today. This is what you wear when you're expecting to get shot at and you need to protect your health bar. If things go well today, I may not even be spotted at all. There's a type of gear that has the Scout Armor passive, and this is really important for a stealth mission like I'm going to be attempting today. Markers placed on the map will generate radar scans every 2 seconds. Very important, and I'm going to lean into that bonus even more. Also, reduces the range at which enemies can detect the wearer by up to 30%. Look at that! This is more like it. Well, it may not protect me from a lot of bullets, it will help me not be seen. Over the past week or so, we've been getting a ton of major orders to deal with the automaton resurgence. They've retaken their home planet Cyberstan and kind of pushed out onto the nearby planets from there. Looks like we have them mostly contained at this point. The new major order is to kill 2 billion Terminids, which this order's only been active for a few hours, and the brave defenders of Super Earth are already 80% done with this. So I'm gonna let them do some work over there and find a very specific mission for us today. In order to make our armor effect even better, I'm gonna be bringing in the UAV Recon Booster. Basically, if I ping the map, I'm going to be able to see pretty much a quarter of the map's worth of enemies all around the marker that I placed down. If we're going for a stealth mission, that's going to allow me to easily outmaneuver the would-be attackers. We hit the ground fast. I didn't get too much say in that matter, did I? This is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful planets in the entire solar system, and I would love to protect this place if possible. Now, what you're seeing on the map is a new unit that has been added in. I landed very close to it, so there's not going to be too much stealth on this approach because we're pretty much already there. But it will give me a little bit of time to talk about one of the things I think the devs are doing insanely well. If you guys have been following our videos, I've been keeping you up to date on kind of the war effort at the beginning of each of these segments. And recently, we pushed the automatons completely off the map. However, right before they were gone, some users started finding some evidence of these guys right here. This is basically an AT-AT walker. This is a massive automaton unit. And the Ministry of Truth basically denied all of their claims that this enemy actually existed. Basically, on the front right here, we have some lower caliber weapons. On the top, we have a very high-powered weapon, and I think he has a couple other weak spots around on the side, maybe at the top of the legs, like this armor plate right here. But the Ministry of Truth was denying these things existed. When the automatons got cleared off the map, there were a lot of people that were disappointed that they would never get a chance to actually fight one of these. However, once the bots did reappear, it was confirmed that they do have new tech by the Ministry of Truth, and now we have these as official targets for missions that we can take down. So I'm going to start off pretty aggressively. I'm throwing in a fucking 500 kilogram bomb on this thing. We need to make sure that we deal some damage. That might actually be too far away to impact, knowing the range of these things. But hey, we took down some of the help. I'm then going to use the quasar cannon and just fire it straight into the smoke. We hit something there. I'm going to follow that up with a rocket pod. This is the 110s coming down from orbit. It will hit the tallest target in the area if things go well, which should mean going straight for that walker. That gun on top has to go. I'm going to focus the quasar cannon up there. That hit, but did not kill. Oh, and he got some revenge there. That's for sure. Now, of course, with our gear setup, when we're swapping out armor to become less detectable on the map, you should probably assume you're going to be a bit squishier. And that explosion was more than enough to take me down. We have some of the small robots closing in on us, and this seems like a good time to talk about the Eruptor, my favorite weapon from the new bundle. It can take down chickens with a front shot, because each round that we fire from this lever action gun also has an explosive that goes along with it. Top Gun not killed, but we dodged out of the way this time. So this little explosive can kill enemies in an area, but if you shoot too close to you, look what happens. It pulls you into the explosion. It doesn't push me away. That was kind of weird with the water there. Didn't get a great look at that. Okay, that gun just fired, so this might be my opening. I'm going to try to take it down. Okay, Top Gun is dead. Good, good, good. Let's erupt that way. At the very least, we're ragdolling these guys and stopping them from shooting me, even if we don't get a kill. I do have another 500 kilogram bomb ready to go for the walker, but I am going to have to get significantly closer to it. I'm going to try to use this rock as line of sight and just chuck this bad boy in. Now, who's behind me on the hill? Hopefully they can't see me from here. I think we're clear for the time being. That should have landed right on target, but for some reason the walker doesn't even care. Chickens are approaching, and if you are a keen-eyed viewer, you may have just seen the walker actually dropping some units off from the base of it. These guys just spawned and are coming towards me as a direct result of that walker. Let me put some smoke down in between me and the enemies. I'm gonna try to reload really fast. We'll get a resupply in here too. Maybe I could just break line of sight and chill for a quick second. That smoke screen should help us out quite a lot, and because we're less detectable than normal enemy armor, sometimes breaking line of sight is all you really need to do to get a second to yourself. It does seem like this resupply is super duper slow on this planet. They must be delayed, but our stims have been recharged. I'm going to take my quasar off to the right and see if we can find another opening on this thing. Aiming for the back leg this time. I think that's a weak spot. Definitely dealt some damage to the gear. I don't see any of those robots that it spawned, and that scares me. Right now, we're just waiting on the quasar to cool off a little bit before firing off another one into the back leg of that massive walker again. Looks like its units did find me, but because of the AoE on this, we can sometimes get free headshots, even shooting into these tankier enemies like the Devastators that only have like one weak spot on them. It can be really good for that. I'm going to go in with another layer of smoke just to cloud my approach. I don't want this thing shooting at me if I can avoid it. Let's just sit behind this rock. Once that smoke comes in, I think he just dropped off some new units. I'm going to wait for these 110 rocket pods to be ready to go again, and I'm just going to chuck it straight at this thing. It looks like it's sick of me being here, though, and it's closed again on my current position. The guns on the front were killed in one of the explosions. Otherwise, we would be getting eaten alive right now. Let me just put one into its face and see how he likes that. Ooh, that broke the armor above the neck there. Man, this thing is kind of insanely tanky. I didn't think it was going to take this long. I've only fought this with 4 players before. Hold on, let's try this again. Did that do anything extra? I do see some moving parts on the back that look like they might be vulnerable. Let me get some more smoke down. Maybe I can lose him in the smoke a little bit and he can stop charging directly at me. I also need to make sure I'm... Shit, we do have reinforcements being called in. Let me wait for that. I think I could just line of sight this dude behind me. We got plenty of room to work with here. Great hills, too. I'm going to try to take down the reinforcements with the quasar. That way, not too many people are going to be running at me all at once. Speaking of running at me, this guy's coming in, and he's kind of in that spot where I need to swap weapons, because I don't know if an AoE would be good for that guy running directly at me. Quasar's ready to launch. I'm aiming for the leg again. Solid hit, but this thing is still moving. I have one more 110 I can throw at it. Let's try to get in position. That should be more than close enough. Some new units moving through the left side. I don't know if they'll see me, to be honest with you. Oh, finally! It's been taken down.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Oh, there's a patrol danger close to me. Okay, we're gonna have to do some quick moves to get out of this situation. But basically, if I kill off all of the enemies that are here, we can essentially fade back into the shadows one more time. Quick stem here. We're gonna reload as we wiggle around that corner. I have some impact grenades I'm gonna toss behind me. These should explode right as they hit the ground and hopefully do some good damage to those tankier boys coming my way. AoE there, enough to kill those two. Eruptor is great versus bots. I don't know if I'd recommend bringing it versus bugs just because they tend to crowd you a lot more. Getting crowded with this weapon is pretty scary. Looks like my Eagle pilot is rearming right now. I'm just gonna sit here. We're good. We can play this corner. Hopefully no one flanks me here. Every time an enemy approaches, we got a big AoE on this corner to helpfully keep them back. And at Bay, they are gaining a little bit of ground. No more impacts. I gotta reload really fast. With how slow these guys are, if I had it available to me, if we had the smoke, we could drop that here and probably lose them. But I used it earlier trying to just get a little bit of extra ground. This might be a good Quasar, dude. They're kind of lining up. Hold on. Hold on! Well, with our light gear, we can easily outrun these guys. It kind of seems like I'm staying out of their effective range a little bit. He says as he gets shot a lot. Oh, okay, break line of sight, reload. They've grouped up quite a lot, but luckily they're not calling in any reinforcements on this location. So let's make it a little bit easier. I mean, if they did call reinforcements, we do have the Quasar for that exact scenario. Reloading one more time. Right, guys, gotta go. There we go. Headshot. Rocket behind the rock. Got him. Two more guys off in the corner. That might be a double kill. Looks like I just missed. Let's zoom in a little bit.
Have a taste of democracy.
Okay. Okay. And that's all of our problems solved.
30 minutes remaining.
Now we just have to do it again.
Up in a bin, northwest barn.
We do see a very large patrol in front of me, kind of heading towards me right now too. But I'm suspecting that these rocks will keep me hidden. I hope at least they'll keep me hidden. Okay, the rocks did not keep me hidden. The rocks did not keep me hidden. But I managed to AoE that guy down before he called in reinforcements. We're gonna have to SMG that guy down before he calls in reinforcements. And then you know how this goes with the chainsaw bros. They group up and we try to kill him. Looks like we did call in reinforcements from the other side, unfortunately. I'm gonna stim one more time. I'm going to smoke the path in between me and where the reinforcements are coming in. Take down the last would-be aggressor. And then I might be able to just slip right by these dudes. You see nothing! Oh, shit. Oh, there is a guy kind of looking at the rock here. He's definitely gonna see me. Rocket Devastator as well as a shield guy here. Hi, bud! Oh, I think I lost him, actually. See how busted the stealth is? That's legitimately so good. I can get right where I need to be to take down the most dangerous enemies in just a single shot. Whoa! Now, those guys behind me, I don't think they know where I am at the moment. I'm going to keep getting distance in between me and them. All I did was kind of keep a low profile as I moved around that mountain, and I completely lost them. There's also a massive group of enemies just north of me here, but we seem to be avoiding them completely. There's a patrol in front of me right now, and I think one lone automaton trying to find me from behind. I want to make sure these guys don't see me here, so all we have to do is smoke, and then I can keep moving. For whatever reason, the smoke doesn't alert them that there's an issue. It just completely breaks. Okay, no, never mind. They were alerted that there was an issue. They were fucking alerted, dude! By the way, another reason the Eruptor is so dang good. Look at this. Look how easy this is. Oh, I need to kill this fabricator over here. That is just disgusting. That is insane. Well, I'm going to throw a nuke right there and then sit behind this rock. And I think I'm going to be okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Is that one bot shooting at this bot and trying to kill him? Because there's nothing else going on in this area. And that one heavy bot right there is just firing at that. I guess he's firing at where I was. It's the perfect stealth gameplay. I just die and then go back and get my stuff and keep moving. For whatever reason, this one bot right here won't stop shooting, but everyone else is reset. He just knows something they don't know. Oh crap, another patrol right behind me, and they're coming near me too. I need to move quick and just get behind a rock, and we should be fine. Look how close I am to that patrol. Woo!
Equipment package.
Now, I do want to talk about the rest of the bundle. I've kind of talked about my high points. I really like this Eruptor rifle. I also think the grenade pistol is really good. But one of the things I liked about the electricity bundle is it gave us a new way of playing entirely. The armor that came with the electricity bundle allowed us to negate 90% of shock damage. And that kind of led to us doing the Zappy Boy playstyle, where you just get a chain lightning Tesla, you get the Tesla tower, and you just start electrocuting everything, friendlies included, because you can arc electricity from your friendlies to the enemies, and they barely take any damage at the same time. With this new bundle, it was supposed to be themed around fire and explosions, yet the only thing we got was more heavy armor gear that we already had. And don't get me wrong, the armor I was wearing at the start of this video looks really cool. I'm a big fan of its appearance. But how nice would it have been to negate fire damage, especially after the devs have been upping the fire damage of the game just passively from patch to patch? Being able to just mitigate some of that would offer up new alternative playstyles, make the flamethrower more approachable, I don't have a great way of approaching this, do I? Also, with the way that damage over time is bugged for hosts right now, I felt like I had a hard time actually getting excited about the thermite grenade because it was difficult to see what the thermite grenade was actually doing. So I suppose my feedback is I would love new sets of armor that allow us to expand our playstyles and do new fun things. And I think the recon set right here is a great example of an armor set that allows me to play in a way I would never be able to play before. More of that is really good. I'm going for the cannon on top. Quasar lands a direct hit, and the thing immediately saw me. What if I throw down some smoke right here? Does that help my cause at all? More reinforcements are being sent. Oh, yeah, it definitely sees me. I think the Top Gun's still right there. That was a hit. I'm going to maneuver around to the right here and try to bypass some of the vision that the enemies might have. Maybe I can pop up at a new angle that they're not expecting. You see the cannon is still looking that way, and they're still firing that way. Oh my God, and there's a patrol right there. Other than this chicken legs behind me that just happened to walk the correct direction, they had no idea where I was. That is so insanely strong. The cannon on top is down, and I'm throwing in a nuke onto the walker. That was a great throw. Oh my God, you couldn't ask for a better throw. I'm sure it won't die though. That's not what this fucking 500 kilogram bomb does. It doesn't actually kill any of the things you want to kill. It just pisses it off even more. After that great throw, I'm throwing in another one. This thing's still barely moving. We got another massive bomb coming in on top of this thing. And I'm just going to keep maneuvering around and trying to stay away from where it's expecting. Now, unfortunately, I just saw a Hulk on the ground in there, which is pretty scary. This time I'm throwing in the 110s. These will auto-lock onto the walker and hopefully dealt some damage, but it didn't take it down. I can spawn maybe out of his line of sight, and that would help me out a ton because I can get another 110 go in his direction immediately. That should be close enough. That 110 should hit the top. It didn't. It didn't, though. I have one more of those before my jets need to go back and resupply. So here's the throw as far as I can get it, going for the Quasar at the same time. We got it. Now we got to take down these guys that are too close to me. Looks like those rockets are landing true. Chickens. The chickens took the attention of the rocket pods. Uh-oh, well, that means I'm down to just Quasar right now. Let me aim for those guns he has on front. Oh, just missed. I am hoping that I can kill those, and then he won't be able to take me down as easily just by walking towards me. Although, these have a lesser protection. Wait, did the Eruptor just do it? The Eruptor took down the guns in the front. That's excellent. That's excellent. Okay, so we've stripped off the main offensive power of this thing. It just has the ability to spawn enemies right now, but it doesn't have that anymore because we took it down. Okay, chicken's got to go. Then this Hulk's got to go. That's going to be a shot right to the chin on that guy. He didn't feel it enough to die. We have some, oh God, some heavily armored dudes pushing up the hill towards us right now. But if we can thin this herd, we are once again in a great spot. You know, it's easier than thinning the herd, calling in smoke and disappearing. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, I don't have a ton of options for where I can run anymore. What happens if I just go prone here? Call in my resupply right next to me. If they push through this fog, I am in a bit of trouble, but I'm reloaded and ready to go at least. So intimidating. Headshot? Headshot? Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. I'm gonna take my stems. I'm gonna look at my map. And I do have a patrol heading for me just on the other side of this rock. So we're just gonna try to sidestep them. There's the tail end of the patrol right there. They're coming to check me out. And we just completely avoid it. Man, this is so fun. I can see this being really difficult to organize in like a 4-player team, but such a cool solo playstyle, dude. Now, one person inside that base clearly knows where I am, but that hasn't alerted this patrol right here in any way. And I seem to be outside of the effective range of whoever that is. Oh, they're calling in reinforcements, though. All right. Well, I'm just going to go south. I can ping.
Southeast, 300 meters.
Get an idea of where I can sneak in between the patrol lines. Oh, look at those reinforcements coming to look for me. They won't find anything back there. And it's so eerie walking by a base that you know is completely full of enemies, with patrols outside and people on mounted guns, I guess bots on mounted guns, waiting to shoot the first thing they see. And you're just completely invisible to them. There's a Hulk patrol in the area. That might make evac a little more difficult to do depending on how they respond to it. Now, it is possible to do evac completely undetected. Oftentimes when I'm doing stealth missions like this, I'll bring the jump pack just so I can use it to get up onto rocks or something like this for the final evac. I think it makes it so much easier. But because no enemies saw me run up here, I'm gonna get a little bit of time to kind of pick my spot and hide, and we can at least make it a little harder for any would-be detectives to see us. Now, that's gonna be a 3-minute evac. Make sure you don't leave the area too much, but, I mean, that looks pretty good to me, dude. That looks pretty good to me. We do have a patrol coming in from the west, and it looks like at least 2 Hulks in that group, too.
T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Just slide down here a little bit, become even harder to see. There they are right now, running onto the point. They are coming towards me. That kind of makes me feel like I should smoke, but they haven't seen me yet. They haven't seen me yet. They're literally grouping on the other side of this rock in front of me. and trying to find me. I don't even know what those guys up there are shooting at. I'm not even close to that. Oh, this rock is making me nervous. There's seriously like 6 or 7 robots right on the other side. You can see them on the mini-map. Wait, what are you guys shooting at? One of the chicken legs is getting impatient. Part of the patrol is now breaking away and going southwest. I wonder if that means they're looking for me. There's literally an entire infantry patrol on the other side of this rock, and I have to move past them in 45 seconds. Oh, God, and there's a Hulk up at the top now, marking his territory. The only thing I have left to call in is 1 smoke, so this is going to have to be the smoke of a lifetime if I'm actually going to make it to the Pelican.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to throw the smoke just past that rock.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on
The Pelican is arriving right now. Oh, that throw was enough to make them suspicious.
Preparing for touchdown.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Get me out of here! Did you crash onto the Hulk? Wow, that's one way to do it. Oh, okay, this is my flight. Hey, successful stealth mission in the bank. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A successful stealth mission. How many enemies did we kill? Only 83. Those are the enemies I had to kill to get the mission done. I tried not to fight anything else. Now, the important thing here is this playstyle may not be for everyone, but the armor bonus enables it. And the more bonuses we have, the more potential playstyles we have, I think the more replayability this game will have. So devs, as you're adding in new gear, please take my humble feedback into consideration, because stuff like this is so much fun. The electricity, oh, not full immunity, but massive damage reduction is super fun. We were playing Zappy Boys for like 2 weeks. And when this new bundle came in, it came in with all of the same bonuses we already had and didn't enable any new playstyles. All right, boys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you guys want to know more about the weapons inside of that pack, I was thinking about putting my thoughts into a video for it. We actually had a really funny round with that explosive crossbow on a 9 difficulty planet. Oh no, someone failed their mission. Rest in peace, boys.